Macarena. Welcome to the pre-stream, ladies and gents. And, yeah, here we are. Just waiting for everyone to ready up. We started the pre-stream a little bit late, ladies and gents. Happy Easter, every single one of you buggers. There was a network error. Oh, tell me there's no network error. That was on my thingy-mabob. Is the stream live, Mr. Gaznado? Oh, it's saying live now. Well, I'm not quite sure why, but well, apparently I'm watching an advert, so that's good. Anyway, I think we're nearly ready to go. You don't think what's playing? Oh, I can see your audio going up and down and up and down. Up and down and all around. It's also saying I'm offline, so can you hear me at least? Well, that's interesting. Because my thing says offline. My creator dashboard says offline.
And then post Twitch or
So anyway, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Fair Play Racing League. Tonight we're here on the Thursday with France in Tier 1. Alright, now I'm not entirely sure if the stream is up.
Stream is up.
Well, can you see a image?
Yes.
Can you see the loading screen?
Yes, I can.
Well, why the hell isn't Creator Dashboard working then? It says I'm offline. Whatever. Yes, so welcome one, welcome all. I'm your host for this week, David Lawface, joined in the comms box tonight by the usual
Silverside boy.
Yeah, boy. As we load into Q1. Looks nice and sunny out there. Let's make an attempt at getting audio back. I don't know if I've got my audio back. Looks good.
Oh no.
So here we are once again, Gary. It's been so long.
Been about over a week, because I wasn't here last week.
Yep. 2 whole weeks.
Spot last week.
2 whole weeks without your lovely voice, sir. Well, it's good to be back. Normal service is resumed on the Thursday night. I keep thinking it's a Friday.
I wish it was Friday, huh?
Well, for some of us, probably for most of us, it is a Friday because it's Good Friday tomorrow, so man's not working.
Don't rub it in.
No, I'll try not to. So we've got a few new faces this week. We've We've got, well, we're riding on board with one of them right now. That is T2 Kieran.
He was here
Martin.
last week.
Was he?
Yes.
You got a better memory than me.
The new ones are
DPT.
Alfie.
Yeah.
His friend, I assume his friend, DPT Moneybag.
Yep.
ETE Cobalt.
Yep.
And FA Bar Ads. That does not make it confusing. They all joined the league 30 minutes before this race and managed to get a slot in.
Yeah, well, they're lucky boys. I just see in the mini feed, ads is their FRA ads. I assume that's you. Thank you for the follow, and good luck in your race. So, the stream does look, the chat looks a little bit dead at the moment. Not gonna lie. Is anyone there? Anyone there in the chat? I have to admit, it doesn't look like the stream announcement has gone up in the Discord, but nevertheless, I'm assured that we are live by Mr. Gaznado.
Well, I'm watching it on my iPad, so it's all
Hey!
mind blown.
First chat of the night from I'm Not Good.
I've just watched Zilla come out the pits, with the pit lane entry, and a Mercedes of, I think it's Nocco, has just had to take some avoiding action.
Oh, dreadfully dangerous, the pit lane exit here in France. Hated by many. It's not a bad one for me, personally. But yeah, a lot of people not particularly liking it, as TRT2 Kieran, we'll call him, sets the fastest lap of a 29.5. ETE Cobalt follows him through, so Glads is the next one up. It's going to get confusing real soon, Gary. We've got an ads, we've got a Glads, and we've got an ads. We've got two ads and a Glads.
And then you forgot about Revenge's real name, Adam. So
well,
you
no,
can call him Ads as well.
We don't talk about people's real names. We talk about their handles, Gary.
It's like all the Lewises that are in this league.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm not good in the chat. The first lap of Q1 already beat my TT. You and me both, buddy. We've, everyone up to P4 has beaten my TT lap.
Yeah, I'm 2 tenths behind Nocco on the 29.4. That's what my TT time round here is. So, if there's one person to keep an eye out, will be, I know it may sound biased, will be Collateral Ads.
No, it won't.
Because in a practice session earlier, he managed to do a race run on his softs and managed to make them go 17 laps.
Yeah, nah.
And also his medium quali pace. It's very good. I think it's set at 130.2, I think that is.
Well, good for him. Plenty of other people on the track at the moment. We see Hirsch warming his tyres up, getting ready to go out. We'll stay with Revengezilla, who's on his first flying lap. Now coming around the rather horrific tyre ruiner. That is whatever turn number that is. And I'll tell you what, having raced last night, I think it's now one of my least favourite corners on the map, on the track, probably on the game, to be honest. It's just put so much wear on your front left tyre. And you end up you lose it if you're not careful. Zilla now to the line. He goes P9.
Well, you say you didn't have the best time last night. I felt like you did pretty well.
Not at that corner, I didn't.
I don't know, but you managed to stay out of trouble and no pens. One of the, I think, four remaining drivers in the race not to get pens,
Yep,
especially
but
around
it
here.
mattered for very little considering there were no safety cars.
Bunty.
Good evening, Magsy. I see you've already replied to him in the chat, but yep, hello from me, Magsy. I'm doing good. Are you doing good, Gary?
Yeah, I'm doing good, kind of. Got a
Doing
little bit of
good.
a headache, but
Oh, you don't
uh,
go on, don't you, chat? Fuck.
nah, it's not going to bother me that much.
Oh, dear. Yeah, we're hoping everyone out there is doing well as well. Doing well as well. For God's sake.
I do have some news to mention.
Do you?
You may notice there is one driver who isn't here at the moment. We do have a full grid tonight, but there is one driver who's not here, unfortunately. Yet will be missing qualifying, but will be here before the race, and that is Brookie Nanny Messi.
The massive fraud. The the Formula 2 big fraud, should have won
No,
two races, but
I got
came away with
penalised.
one win.
Okay.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, I didn't even mention that you took him out on the last lap, Gary. Come
Oh,
on.
here we go. But I got the win, but I got penalised.
Yeah, because you can't just take
Minus.
someone out, Gary.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, I take my punishment on the hand.
On the hand.
Yeah, no,
Ooh.
on the chin. No, I thought the
On the
F2 was it. I like the F2 mini championship that we did on Sunday.
Yeah,
It was actually very fun.
It was a lot of fun. It's something a bit different. I know a lot of the drivers find that refreshing. I certainly did, even though obviously we
You had a bit of
can't
an
all
incident.
be the fastest, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay, Zero, where are you going?
Where am I going?
No, Zero's just cut like the middle chicane in the middle of the straight.
Absolute fraud. He had already invalidated his lap. Perhaps he's
Um,
just trying to see how fast he can go. Ah, right. So, how long have we got left, Gary? I don't know.
I can't tell you because it's saying yellow flag sector 3 because people keep slowing down.
Well, I'll tell you what. While we've got this small dip, let's try
8.5 minutes.
8.5 minutes. Let's try and sort out the on-screen displays, shall we? OSD customization.
Keep an eye on Moneybags, who's on another. Well, looks like he's going for a cool down lap, and then probably will go for another flyer. Sitting in a good P3 at the moment. I think Audi Ferrari on the medium tyres. P10, 1.2 seconds off, but we all know, everyone in the league knows he can go faster than that.
Yeah.
You do your OFD, I will take charge. Got Cobalt in P14, probably will need to go for another one to improve that. Alfie, I think, may have lagged out the session. Oh, never mind, there he comes out of the pit lane now. Drive doing his patterned Q1, let's go out in the mediums and shag them to pieces. Hasn't set time. The far ads is about to start a lap. And obviously we've got Bottle Job Christie coming through the final corners on the run up to the line. But yeah, see what Christie can set. Sets a 1:31.9.
It's not good enough for that man, Christie. Well, he absolutely ruins track limits on the exit of turn 2 there.
It hasn't invalidated though, so
What a fraud. So AMS Drive now onto his lap. So interestingly, looks like he is on the mediums. Oh, we've had a few drivers on. Well, a few. We've had a couple of drivers on the mediums. That is Ali Ferrari and
I
AMS
don't
Drive.
I don't know if that's the best idea. Because
Unless it's wet at the start of the race tomorrow.
oh, you could be right. Because I was saying, I know you and some of the other drivers last night after the race as well were saying how bad tyre wear was around here. I think Magsy, who finished second yesterday, managed to go well, started on the softs and managed to push those mediums. I think he went in on lap 6 or 7. Oh, there's the other ads going to 129.2, matching Nocco.
Yeah, I mean, technically, Nocco should have first position there. It's obviously done it off something like alphabetical
Alphabetical.
order. But yeah, Nocco
Mm.
set the time first, so he is indeed the provisional pole sitter in Q1.
I think a lot of people were saying last night, oh, Smeggy has retired in the pits.
In pits,
Probably safe from where he was.
yeah, I think you had, the cut off probably going to be around 130.5. Maybe a little bit lower than that if you're Lexus. You'd think about, well, he is coming out again. TTV lads definitely got to come out again. So, other new boy DPT Alfie, not set a time yet.
He's on the lap though.
Yeah, that his friend DPT Moneybag, currently sitting P5. We'll watch as Alfie comes through the last corner now.
Comes
And he sets
set
up.
at 129.
Yeah, good lap. He should be safe with that. And that has pushed TTV Glads into the red. I'm pretty sure I just changed my OSD settings and it's bloody not saved it. Ugh.
Oh, saw Alfie was up by about.
Practice pits. Racing practice pits.
I just saw Alfie was about 2 tenths up on his lap time, and then just took turns. You know, the middle, end of the first sector a little bit too tight and invalidate.
Yeah.
And he's cut the track a few times, cut the middle chicane, but he had already invalidated.
Yeah, and plenty of time left in the session, but don't be doing that too often.
About 3 minutes of the session left.
Yeah, so we got Revengezilla, who is
On the bubble.
Yeah, he's on the bubble at the moment.
Got enough time if he can get around and save his battery. He might be able to go for another run.
Yep, he is. Well, he's turned it off. He obviously has invalidated. We'll have a look at Yorkie, who's marginally up on his time. Currently sitting at the back of the pack. But here he comes through the middle sector. Coming up to the corner that will absolutely ruin your tyres in the race. And he's now into sector 3. I didn't see what his delta was, mind. But never mind. I'm pretty sure the game knows more than 3 decimal places, so adds his lap was quicker. I mean, Groundsy, it's like you
Oh
say
dear.
that, but it might know that, but the timings are only to 3 decimal places, so therefore you can only count 3 decimal places.
So I've just seen Yorkie set a new lap time, go up to P15 with a 1:30.3, but he's still in the danger zone. He's got people like Christie, Revengezilla, TTV Glads, and Monkey. Surprisingly, Monkey being down with the slowest time.
Yeah, he had some good pace last week in Austria, but finds himself on the cusp of going out in Q1. Revengezilla, I'm seeing, has done now 2 laps on those tyres, and they are going to be horrific. He needs to be
Yeah.
very careful, and he could very well invalidate his next lap doing that around there.
I'm watching Monkey Boy go for another. I want my F2 teammate to do well here.
Yeah, Alfie has retired. So we'll carry on with Monkey Boy until the end of his lap.
He's making lose or gain all the time on the Delta.
Yeah. 28, 29, 30.
Oh,
P11.
Oh, what? Oh. Still said he was 19th for a second.
Yeah, Yorkie has retired in the pits. Chris D going purple in Sector 2 then.
Zero's out. Zero's dead last.
Yeah, Zilla's
dear.
not
Hershey's just
covered
gone
himself
P5.
in glory. He will start at the back with Brookie Min when he does join us.
I think this is the best time to tell you that I may have promised Yorkie if he went out in Q1, we would give him an interview between the qualifying sessions.
Well, you're more than welcome to do that, Gary. I'm having no part of it.
Yeah, Yorkie said he was going to struggle today, so I felt like instead of him sitting there for 40 plus minutes just watching, at least give him something to do.
Oh well, yeah. Feel free to do that. I'll just leave then, shall I?
No.
Oh dear. Right. Well, where has my stream gone? Thank you. Hirsch apparently having no grit. He did, however, find himself up in P6 at the end of Q1. So it's not all bad. Monkey Boy saving us some time by retiring in the pits. TTV Glads, however. There you go. Well, don't forget your screenshot, Gary. I'm sure you weren't going to. But that is the settings. Settings.
Oh my god. Losers. We haven't noticed, right?
Oh, Ali Ferrari's out.
He's out. Yes, Ali Ferrari's out.
Oh dear. By 7 thousandths of a second.
Oh, crikey.
Anyway,
that's a...
Revengezilla out P19. P18 is Yorkie. I'm sure you'll hear from him soon. P17, TTV Glads. P16, the championship leader, Ali Ferrari. So, Maestro, why meds in Q1? Yeah, I'm confused by that as well. I'm not quite sure why, unless there's rain at the start tomorrow. And, well, maybe only 2 drivers saw it. So, yeah, the big shock is Ali Ferrari going out in Q1. As we come on to Q2 now. So, Gary, are you going to get a quick interview with...
I have messaged him and invited him, but I'm going to privately DM him. Let's see if he'll... Oh, wait a minute. He's messaged me back. Go on then, lad.
Well,
Just invited him.
Well, here he is, the man, myth, the legend. P17, Lewis Yorkie. And
Not great.
while you're interviewing him, Gary, I'm going to disappear.
Right, so here we are with obviously 17th for you, Yorkie. Not the qualifying that you were looking for. You tell us what went wrong.
I think it actually went quite well from what I was expecting. I was expecting P19, so I'll take that. But yeah, it's a race where it counts in the end. So but yeah, I wasn't expecting more than that, to be honest.
I don't know if you noticed, but you've got Ali Ferrari in front of you. 16th.
I did notice. Yeah, I was on an in lap and I saw Ali in front of me. I was like, if he's not on a lap now, he's in trouble. Yeah, he was. He was in trouble.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can pull me through. That's a hope. But we'll see.
Well, I don't really want to ask you what your strategy is, but I'm gonna. What are your thoughts on what you're gonna start on? Also, is it gonna be a wet or is it a dry race?
According to the game, it is a dry race. So yeah, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try the hards. See what that does. Yeah, I'm not expecting much today, but I'll give it a go. Try something different. Think probably hard medium. Yeah, like I say, hopefully Ali can drag me through to get maybe a point. Yeah, I'm just hoping for other people's misfortune, unfortunately. But yeah, I can't see it. I can't see it with these guys in here.
Well, we talk about points here, but last week you got unfairly penalised by the game. Unfairly for being sportsmanship and got points last week. So, I'm assuming that you're hoping to try and, well, obviously not get that lucky, but hopefully things go your way in the race.
Yeah, well, I think the plan is just no penalties, no spins. Maybe a late safety car to bring me back into contention. Yeah, just keep it clean, see what happens. But yeah, I'm not expecting much, but we'll give it a good go. See what happens. Never know.
And the final question is the one that I'm probably going to ask you, right? Out of all the drivers that are left, hang on a minute. I think one of Mercedes Phenom's gone for a little bit of a spin.
Oh yes, indeed.
Yeah. Gone for a little spin. Monkey Boys would invalidate his lap. He was the first one out on those tyres. I think. Yeah, he's still the first. I don't know who's on next. I'm trying to have a look. I think it may be Collateral Ads. Yep, here comes Collateral Ads. We'll just watch his lap and then I'll ask you a final question. See what Ads can do on those mediums.
I think he could be a dark horse here, Ads. I've seen what he's done in practice, so yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier about how his lap times were just 1:30.9.
No, it's supposed to say that. So.
He'll probably say that's not as good as the one he did earlier on, about half an hour ago. But first guy to set a lap time, I think Monkey's come in. Who do you reckon's going to get who do you reckon the top three is going to be?
Top three. It's hard to tell because obviously we've got quite a few new ones. But I'd say I think Ali's got to be up there, even though he's starting 16th. Maybe Kieran. Let's throw a name out there. Let's throw Nocco.
You're saying
just gone to the top? I'll go Nocco.
What was your three again?
Nocco, Kieran, and Ali. Got faith in Ali.
For qualifying?
I thought you meant the podium.
Yeah, no, I mean
qualifying. Qualifying, Nocco.
Fraud.
Nocco for pole. Okay. Right, thanks for that, Lewis.
No worries. See you in a bit.
There's flat Ads again with the 130 flat.
Yeah, good lap from him. Of course, a relatively big delta as there's been contact between Chris and Cobalt.
Oh dear. Is there?
That has resulted in a 5-place grid penalty for Chris D, who loses it in the middle sector as he gets out of Noco's way. Yeah, not sure what happened there, but it's not good for this man right here.
Yeah. Hopefully Chris and Colboat have taken clips to send to the stewards.
Ugh. Excuse me, as Noco goes.
Even faster.
Yep, Smeggy not taking an optimal line through turns 1 and 2.
Oh, well, someone's just gone for an absolute launch and a half. Oh, it was Knocko. He took out one of the braking boards.
Ooh, it's frowned upon. Apparently, there's some guys that use the braking
No driver on.
boards. Yeah. And what I say to that is get reference points that aren't destructible. That's what I say to that.
I'm watching Phenom weaving on the main straight. He will need to be careful this race weekend.
He's had quite a few penalties last time out.
He had 15 penalty points in one race. He's only 5 away from a quali ban, so he needs to be...
Yeah. I'll tell you what he needs to not do is completely wreck his medium tyres by weaving that much.
Hey, your tyres will warm up when you go around this track.
And more importantly, your tyres will go off very, very quickly. Oh dear. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. So here we are. We've got AMS Drive currently out on the softs, obviously using his mediums in Q1. He did have to bail out onto the softs. And maybe a little bit of overconfidence then. He should be right up there on his soft times, but it will hamper him at the start of the race. Remind me, you set quicker laps in quali than in practice. My 1:30.
Yes, TJ.
In practice has got me worried, yeah. Yeah, well,
yeah, TJ. Remember, when you're on practice, you can obviously use your overtake, but obviously when you're in qualifying, you can't. So I think it's only none or a hot lap. So, and also your car is a lot less fueled, and the track's more rubbered in qualifying.
And there we go. That's AMS Drive putting in a 129.3. Ali in the chat says Ali for the pole. I'll tell you what, he's the pole to everyone's hearts. As in,
well, I think it's a pole to your heart.
The South Pole. Or the North Pole, I suppose.
I've just noticed a little bit of anger put towards TJ from Adrian.
And
after
a small reminder to Adrian that it's not particularly great idea to call out the head steward in stream.
Head steward. Remember, he is head steward.
He is indeed.
Yeah.
But what I will say is welcome to the chat, Adrian.
Poor Adrian yesterday.
Yeah.
Didn't go his way. It didn't go his way in Austria.
It did not. Ali's going P16 to podium. Well, I'll tell you what, Yorkie, who we had in, did tip you to that.
To get
a podium.
Well, Well, technically, he chose Ali for like P3 in qualifying. And I was like, "What do you mean? What in qualifying?" He was like, "Oh no, I mean in the race." I was like, "No, I'm talking about the qualifying." Yogi's like, "Oh, knock." He just didn't give me a top three. He just told me one name.
Yeah. Ali spamming the chat once again with the Arabic dialect. Arabic, that's not the right word, you twat. Uh, oh dear, that
Oh
means I'm going to
dear.
have a translate thing up. I don't know. The last
So,
time I used Google Translate on my tablet, apparently I was translating Greek. But yeah, marhaban, marhaban, Tijan.
I just want to put out there, Ali's just noted something. Ali has been knocked out in Q1 the last three weeks. And he's somehow
That's
still leading
that's
the
that's
championship.
a weird. That is a weird stat to have for the leader.
But he's still leading the championship. It just shows you how consistent he is in the race.
Yeah,
I've just noticed Ads is on the bubble with a 130.9, but he did do those on mediums. He's
yeah.
hopped out onto those softs.
Looks like there's a few drivers that have bailed out on starting on the mediums, as ETE Cobalt goes P2. Just marginally behind AMS Drive, so it's a good effort from him. Ads, collateral ads, as we should call him now, for the ambiguity of having multiple ads is in the league. Onto his flying lap on the softs then. He's got a little bit of time left, 2 minutes 40. He's hoping if he has to do another lap, then he will invalidate early.
Well,
Because the less the less quality pace you do on those tyres is crucial.
well, no. Well, going off history with Ads and racing with Ezra, this is not in previous games. This is not a track that he's good at. He always struggles to get the lap time, but it seems like this year's game's handling model, especially around here, suits his driving style. So
Yeah,
let's see what he can do. This entire game's handling model suits his style so much that people think he has pad hacks.
yep, and just to confirm, he does indeed have pad hacks. I'll tell you what, right now, Tornado 0333 has done 2 laps on those softs. He does not want to start on those tyres. So
Here comes
currently
Ad.
P12, he won't have enough time to come in and put a new set on. So
Those
personally,
P3 will want to.
yeah. Well, so Tornado, yeah, he is up on his time, but not by much. Unless he makes up a good few tenths in this last sector, he could very well see himself having the option of which tyres to start on. So he's coming through the final couple of turns now. Is that Monkey Boy's further back, so Tornado around the last corner and to the line, hugging the left hand side. It's only P11. Tactical pole for that man at the moment.
I've just seen Hirsch go defiantly saying in chat, not going out.
All
So
right,
that man
Hirsch.
is sticking to the one stop in the race.
Yeah, big up the Hirsch. He's a man that knows what he wants to do. And I tell you what, I agree. It's not worth going out on the softs at all
I don't know
at
if
this
it.
track.
Oh,
Monkey
he's
Boy
gone
goes
out.
P6.
He's out. Hirsch is out. Just as we talk about, he gets knocked out by Monkey Boy.
Yep. But at the moment, he's in tactical pole. We've got Tornado and Phenom. I'm sure Tornado, yep, he's not improving. Phenom is 6.5 tenths up coming into the last sector.
It keeps it clean.
Yeah. I
He
quite
needs.
like the last sector here. It's quite fun to drive, if you ask me anyway. It looks like he's kept it nice and clean. Chooses not to hug the left hand side as he comes to the line. That's a
P4.
P4. I'm not quite sure why it said P13 there for a second, but yeah,
Yeah.
good time.
No one gone
DPT
tactical palm white.
Alfie is not gonna set the world alight with a 134. So
I think he'll be happy with a P15 in his first qualifying session.
there's
Especially
worse
with.
places to qualify. Tornado's
Don't
the only
even talk.
man left.
Don't even talk about my fucking.
Language,
My.
Gary.
Sorry, my debut in this league. I was down in Singapore and qualified 16th, and I was the only person to go out.
What a fraud.
That it was my first ever league race, and I was really nervous. So
Yeah.
I just.
So Phenom going P4 does indeed mean that Hirsch gets demoted from tactical pole down to 12th as Lexus is now last. So who's got through on the mediums? It looks like we've got Nocco, TRT, Kieran, and Christy.
And Moneybag, don't forget Moneybag.
Yep, Moneybag too. Apologies. I can't count apparently.
I forgot to post. I forgot to post my meme for Hirsch last week.
Yeah, well, fantastic. You can forget to post the me, but what you can't forget to post is the qualifying results. So we're losing out on DPT, Alfie, Smeggy 15, Tornado, Hirsch, and Lexus. And we've got half the drivers going through to the top 10 on mediums, half of them on softs. It's going to make for an interesting start to the race.
Yeah, I think you were saying yesterday that I think the softs are about
1.236 seconds slower.
Yeah, so
precisely on my setup anyway. Apparently Tornado was on
relax.
mediums. So the game's defrauded us.
I really hope Codemasters really fix with all these visual bugs and connectional problems in next year's game. This year's game, sorry.
But you forget, Gary, that Codemasters now owned by EA. So, zero effort, maximum profitability. Profitability. Thank you. I'll tell you what, the sky looks rather dark. I think.
Well, Yogi said that the race is dry, and he didn't mention anything about the qualifying sessions now, so I assume...
The thing is, you don't really know. But we do know, what we do know is we've got a few drivers coming out. I think the first one is Collateral Damage.
Collateral Damage. Why did we nickname him that?
Because
I can't remember.
Because
I can't
it's
remember
just
why.
collateral. It's the only word you hear with Collateral.
Oh yeah, I remember now. It was the British Grand Prix because he made contact with Hirsch and took out half the field.
Yeah, we'll see a few drivers not waiting about. That's DPT and the AlphaTauri of Monkey Boy. Perhaps they know something that we don't.
Go on, Monkey.
Monkey's letting him past.
That's just letting everyone by. The batteries, people in front. I don't know if the game's just doing that because obviously it's a bit darker, but the lights are flashing on the back of all the cars.
That's because they've all got their batteries turned off, Gary.
Yeah, yeah, but some people forget to do that and then go, "Oh crap!" at the end of the lap, but they've noticed they've used a lot of their batteries.
Precisely, one person has forgotten and now he's remembered. Yep, one person.
I usually even turn off my fuel as well, put it down to lean,
Can
and I'm
you
on my
even
out
do
laps.
that?
Yeah, it's only when you go across the start line it puts it up into standard. Well, you know.
Anyway. Oh, that is not a good start to DPT's lap. Call him Moneybag, Jesus. Yeah, Moneybag getting a little bit of a wiggle out of the last turn. That will have cost him maybe half a tenth. Maybe more. As he navigates turn 1 and 2 very nicely indeed. And avoids the invalidation. DPT Alfie has left the session. If you want to get him in, Gaznado. Also, is there any sign of Brookie Min? Brookie Min is 5 minutes away.
I was about to say that. Just got a message saying he was 5 minutes away, so he's gonna probably driving around or however he's getting home at supersonic speed. I can't seem to invite Alfie back because my game is a fraud.
Fraud.
Well, my console's a fraud, and it won't let me go to previous drivers, previous players.
Well, DPT still with a clean lap. He's coming through the last corner now. Misses the apex on the last corner, but he sprints to the line. 28.29. That is a 29.6, and it's 3/10 faster than the guy behind him. That is Monkey Boy. Well, that is the first 5 through. Yeah, so Ads currently at the moment has a pretty much best part of 2/10 lead over AMS Drive. Is that rain? Oh, Gary, it's raining. Gary! Gary, it's raining, you fraud.
Oh, someone's dropped it. Kieran has dropped.
Yeah.
Try and get on board with
Nocco.
Where is he?
There.
How has he gone off there? How have you gone off there?
God knows.
It's raining.
But
oh dear. Looks like those people who set their lap times earlier off done a mastermind. So it's the same as last night.
Yeah.
You have done that, Adrian. Or should I say Adrian Rain? Like Chris is kind of stiffed himself. Just come out with the pits on his outlap.
Oh dear. Well, there's gonna be at least one driver upset with himself as Christie is yeah, he looks to be struggling already. There's just
done his,
one other driver.
And his bottle now.
Yeah. Fair play to E.T. Cobalt on his debut. So actually top 2 at the moment. The debutants. They are beating AMS Drive.
What makes it worse is, well, not make it worse, but this probably is how it's going to end. Yep, ads knows it's over.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I have some.
Phenom's dropped it on his flyer.
Yeah.
He has set a 130.2, mind, but it's not likely to be improved at this point. It will, however, most likely put him in front of Chris D, who's only just starting his flying lap. He does, of course, have a 5-place grid penalty as the rain is coming down, and Chris D has a little bit of a squirm out of turn 2
Validated.
and invalidates his lap. I mean, he's got 4 3/4 minutes left. I don't see the weather improving.
He watched it stop raining, and then he got the people at the front who've gone back in the pits will be like, oh crap.
One man that thinks he can improve on fresh softs is AMS Drive.
If anybody can, it's him.
Unless he is out purely to give his teammate a tow. He's a
I
little
managed
bit
to get
far
Alfie
off.
back in.
Good boy.
And he left straight away.
Brilliant.
Will we invite him again?
What are we like on the whereabouts of Brookie? Because he will need to hurry up.
Yeah, because he's only got this time. He may miss the race. Oh, I knew invite him to the park. Whoops. I wouldn't even be able to tell you if Brookie Nanny Messi was online because he usually appears offline.
Yeah. Oh. Well, that drink is done.
Okay, so... Oh, no, I can't say that. I'm about to message Brookie to see where he's at.
Yeah.
Also, breaking news in the paddock. Someone has said there's something fishy with Kieran.
The way the man retired, of course.
Yeah.
It does look like AMS Drive is giving his teammate a tow. What a team player.
Yeah, what? I wish he was my teammate.
I'll tell you what, that is
And then
fucking... That is cheeky,
Oh,
that
he's
is.
dropped it. He's dropped it. Christy has dropped it.
It serves you right.
Work.
What
That
a
is
fraud
karma.
from AMS Drive. What are you doing, lad?
We saw that. You're trying to cut the thing. Oh, and Christy has retired on track.
The man is not happy.
Oh, Christy, what have you done? That's a quali ban, isn't it? I think retiring on track.
Oh, I don't know if it's a quali ban or 10 seconds. Either way, not looking good for Chris. He's got a 5-place grid and he's starting there in P10.
I don't know if all the drivers know. It might be just the best thing just to retire. Well, in the pits, please. In the pits,
Well,
not on track.
the problem is Brookie's not here yet. So,
I've just seen something really funny. Yorkie's just messaging going, is there any rules against cutting corners in order to give people toes for people in other teams?
yeah.
Battle may be doing what you're saying, like not retiring so Brookie can get enough time to get here,
Yeah.
a monkey. Okay, so
we get to talk by ourselves.
we get to talk shit.
Oh, yeah, Ali says it's the Hasta plan. I appreciate that. I appreciate this.
It's not as good as is that when he first retired out the season. He went, that was the El Plan.
Is he in? I don't know. Does he have an invite?
Who?
I'm literally, I'm reading my Discord out aloud. He's in, I think. Brookie. Yeah. Is Brookie in? Well, there's one way to find out. So let's go. Let's go through my recently played with list, guys.
Let's see.
That's him. That's him. That's him. That's him. That's him. Oh yeah, Brookie is in here. Last met 2 minutes ago. Happy days, monkey boy. Have you invited Alfie back?
Yes, I have. He's in. Okay, Brookie has just confirmed to you in Discord that he's in.
What a good boy.
The Peru driver on bowl.
Ugh. Well, there we go. There's the top 10 for tomorrow. We've got 2 not setting a time. Christy obviously demoted to P15. But it is a front row lockout for the new guys. It's a quick reminder to everyone not to ready up so the head com guy can go for a wee before the race.
Yeah, I need a wee as well.
I'll let you go first, Gary. It's fine. Go, Gary, go, go. Go, Gary, go, go. Gary, be good. Gary, be quick. Come on, man. Ali, stop taking credit for someone else's decent pace. As we see, it is a sunny day in France for the start of the Tier 1 French Grand Prix. And we're just going to be taking a quick break here, ladies and gents. I'm just going to run a quick ad on the stream. If you don't want to see the ad, you can subscribe. It costs just $3.99, I believe, but you get a free one with Twitch Prime. If you've got an Amazon Prime account, be sure to. It helps out the league. I can't actually run an ad, so this is me chatting a load of rubbish. Can we all just pretend that I'm actually running an ad right now? Oh wait, no, it's fine. I know what the issue is. It's fine. It's fine, Gary. Stop panicking.
Again?
Stop panicking.
It's like the Office meme. Nobody panic, nobody panic. It just starts going, nobody
Well, that's not
panic.
the original. Jog on, mate.
Oh, the one with...
The original is...
the American Office.
No, the original, Gary. Don't panic, Mr. Battery, don't panic. A plus,
I don't know that one.
+5 to anyone in the chat that can tell me where that's from. I will love you forever. We're going to go for an ad break now, very quickly, so we will be back momentarily.
So ready up, you frauds.
Yeah, don't ready up, you bloody frauds. Gary, do you want to look after the stream while I go point Percy at the porcelain? Good boy.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the race directory and see what everyone outside the top 10 are starting on. So we got Brookie, Nani, Messi starting P20 because he wasn't here for qualifying. I will get you it, Alfie. Hang on a second, I will do that before I forget. Probably will. He's back in. Brookie starting on the mediums. We've then got Revenge Zero and Yorkie, the only two people in the field to choose the hard tyres to start on with. So expect them to come into play later on when everyone else's tyres have gone off. So those two are going for the one stop. Probably will go from hards to softs if they can do that. We've got TTV Glads on the mediums. Ali Ferrari's gone aggressive on the softs in P16. Christie is on the mediums. Basically, everyone else from 15th to 10th are on the mediums. We've obviously got Far Ads on pole on medium, so expect him to maybe get swallowed up at the start. But here we go. Obviously, the host is. Now we're on the formation lap. Hopefully, we won't see anybody getting disqualified for any shenanigans. But yep. Let's see how everyone gets off the line first. As that Brookie was a little bit anxious to get off the line. But yeah, I've just seen the graphics for. Same for the one stops if you're mediums. Will be take your mediums to lap 14 and then hards to the end. But I just saw if you started on the softs, you're going to be coming in on lap 7, and it looks like you're probably going to do 2 mediums to the end.
Yeah, very true. And on that note, let's have a look to see who's on what tyre.
I've just done that, David.
Yep, but now we can see it on stream, as we're going to do a very quick run down the grid. So, starting in P20, we've got late joiner Brookie Min. P19 ahead of him is Revengezilla. P18, the man we spoke to earlier, LWS Yorkie. P17 is TTV Glads. Shock exit in Q1. P16 Ali Ferrari. P15 after his 5-place demotion and starting on those old mediums is Christie. P14 we've got the first of the new guys this week, DPT Alfie. P13 we've got Smeggy. Will be disappointed with his qualifying. He had some good pace towards the start of Q1, but it did not transfer in Q2. P12 Tornado. P11 is Hirsch in tactical pole. So he did get the position he wanted, sort of. P10 and starting on fresh mediums is Lexus. P9 is Kieran. P8 Phenom. P7 Monkey Boy. P6 is another new guy, Moneybag. P5 Collateral Ads. P4 Nocco Egot showing some good pace. He starts on the mediums. P3 is AMS Drive, and your front row tonight is ETE Cobalt and FRA Ads. The lights go. 5 red lights. And they're out. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, at the start, they're all... Whoa. What happened there? There was a Red Bull at the front. I'm not sure what happened, but AMS Drive has got the launch of the century on those softs.
Oh, crikey. There is... Lexus is around.
Yeah, Lexus.
Colbolt's had a bit of a lag spike. He's now at the... Oh, dear.
Yeah, it looks like...
You keep an eye on the front.
Yeah. Bit of a... I'm not sure what's gone wrong with Cobalt there. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Meanwhile, AMS Drive in the front as Cobalt's picked up a 10-second penalty. We've also got a couple of other penalties. We'll go to Hirsch has got a 10-second penalty. What was that for?
Yeah, hang on a minute. I will read out what those are for.
It's
Hirsch got a tent cutting the corner.
Oh, shocking.
And
Oh, there's been
same.
contact. The Alpine of Moneybag has touched with Smeggy, and Ali Ferrari narrowly missing his teammate then, as Kieran is in the pits from P3, I believe it was. AMS Drive sets the fastest lap of the race as he does. Hirsch is in the pits as well for a front wing change. Cole
Oh, but
Bolt is not
retired.
had.
Kieran's out.
He's
Kieran's
not
out.
had the best of. Ooh, he's out in the pits. It's fine. Unfortunately, Kieran's car's come back out, but that's fine. That can happen. I'm sure the AI will get out of the way and disappear by the time they come back round. Hirsch rejoins then in P18. We've got a yellow flag as Kieran's car does indeed make a stop eventually in the first sector. So at the front then we've got AMS Drive breaking the DRS of the guy in second. That is
Hirsch has gone for a spin.
Oh, Hirsch not going well on his rejoin. He is on the mediums.
Just a quick shout out to Ali Ferrari. He's up in P7, 9 positions gained.
We haven't done that yet, Gary.
Oh, just we're keeping.
But as you bring it up, let's go through the winners and the losers off the start. Well, we've seen that Brookie Min has jumped straight on and he's up 8 places. It's a good start from him. Yorkie up 4 as well. Good effort. Revengezilla up 6 positions. So a good one from him once again. Actually, we're seeing everyone really having a good.
Ali's just made a move on.
As Yorkie gets passed by Moneybag as the penalties start rolling in.
Ali's just got past Monkey and now is looking on the back of Phenom with the DRS.
Yeah, we'll go on board with this. Thanks for the tip. As Ali Ferrari acts as if he's not there. Looks like Monkey Boy's going to try and follow him in through. Thinks better of it. Pulls out. But he's a little bit wide through turn 8.
Oh.
And he is following very close. Here's Monkey Boy. Will he have a look up into turn 10? Probably not. This might be turn 11 actually. I don't know. Well, Monkey Boy looks to have settled down as Ali Ferrari. He's not just made up 9 places, Gary. He's made up 11 in 3 laps.
Told you went aggressive.
Yeah, he has started on the softs. You say you told me. I didn't know he started on the softs. So, it's definitely been a good start. Meanwhile, Collateral adds up into 3rd position. He is on the back of FRA Ads, and Ads himself has caught up to AMS Drive, currently in P1. Now those softs are only 3 laps old, although with the qualifying in mind, they're probably a little bit older than that. Oh, Monkey Boy picking up a penalty. He's got more warnings in the first 4 laps than I got in my entire race, Gary. Poor old Monkey Boy.
But to be fair, he's made it further than he did without hitting somebody in the F2 races.
Yep, very true. We're still status quo at the front. Collateral Ads is on the back looking at Ads is well, technically his name.
This is weird.
Ads is looking at Ads is behind. He's a little bit of a narcissist.
Well, he's very flexible then.
Yep, and Nocco he got, meanwhile, is showing some great pace on those medium tyres as Ali Ferrari makes up another place as Phenom has pit. Do you want to keep an eye out just to make sure whether or not he goes onto hards? Is that a front wing change?
He's on. No, he didn't get a front wing change. He has gone on hard, so he's looking to go to the end.
I'll tell you what, 22 laps is a big ask as we've got a yellow in sector 1. Looks like Tornado's gone off. Not sure what's happened there, but Phenom comes out P17. Tornado way down the field in P15. Let's have another quick look at the wins and the losses from the start, and more specifically the wins. We've got Ali Ferrari up 11 places as Monkey Boy gets past Smeggy. This could be an interesting
Oh my God!
one.
Look at Chris! Look at Chris behind. He's going to go round the out, try and look for the outside of Smeggy. Smeggy's going to go on the inside. There's contact.
There's contact between him and Monkey Boy, and that looked like it brought Chris into it. But Chris, I don't know if he's got damage or not. He'll be lucky to have got away with it. It looks like he might well have. Oh no, he's diving into the pits then. So he obviously has damage. AMS Drive also in the pits, lap 6.
Oh, that's a double stack from the Haas.
That's not ideal from the Haas blokes.
They might get enough space. It looks like there's going to be enough of a gap. It's not going to hold up the other one.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, what a good stop from those two.
There's a little bit of a delay, but not too bad. So we'll look at the front. Ali Ferrari up 12 positions. Brookie Min up 14 positions. And we say that Ali's had a great start. Ali's on the soft tyres. Brookie is up 14. He's on the mediums. He'll possibly be going for a one-stop, and that's going to look absolutely good for him as he rubs wheels with Monkey Boy. Phenom gets a 3-second penalty for good measure. So Brookie is past Monkey. Yeah, it was a little bit firm, but I think probably fair.
Oh dear, who's that? Oh, Glads has gone up the inside of the... I think Monkey may have... Has he got damage? He may have rear end damage. He doesn't look like he's got front, but he did get an almighty whack from behind, well, in the side rear from Smeggy. But from what we can see, it may look like it was like a... Oh, he does go in.
Those tyres are... it is lap 7. They will be going off. So, just 2 cars towards the front on the soft tyres still then. That is Collateral Ads and Ali Ferrari. Ali Ferrari right on the back of Collateral Ads now.
Oh, this could cause sparks.
Yeah, Nocco.
These two have had a few.
Yeah, Nocco in P2. So your top 2 runners on the mediums then. Do you know what I've just realised, Gary? I didn't run a poll for Q3. What a fraud.
Don't worry. We had... Oh, here comes Ali Ferrari on Ads. Ads is not going to fight that at all.
Yeah, DRS is well away as DPT Alfie has joined. Rejoined, I should say.
I'll give a shout to Yorkie and Zilla. They're using each other well to drag each other along.
Yep, it looks like they both started on hards then, is that correct?
Yeah, they were the only 2 in the field to start on the hards. Yeah. So they look like they're going to go for like the hards to softs to be really aggressive at the end.
Yeah, well, last night, I believe Locker did it. Locker gained 10 places in the race, so it worked for him. I'm sure he thinks these guys think it will work for them as well.
There's a bit of a... Ads has come into the pits.
Yeah, so Ali Ferrari carries on. So much as 17 laps on the softs then, Gary, you fraud.
Here's what he told me in practice.
Well, maybe he's full of crap. So, Ali
He's a bit of a
Ferrari, the
wind-up
only
merchant.
one to stay out on these softs. This long, he's up into P3. He's gone wide. I'm going to hope that was not intentional. Otherwise,
Naughty,
someone's
Ali.
getting a stern warning. I don't actually know if that is a thing you do or not. However, Tornado now getting past Zilla.
It's turn 7 where you can rear extend off the track. But the drivers have been warned before the races this week that if you're seen to be doing it in the race, you will be penalised.
Yeah, of course, a big reminder. I'll tell you what, a minute ago, Yorkie and Zilla were right next to each other. And now, well, there was a second ago 2 cars between them. Now there's only 1. Now there is none. They're back together once again. We'll stay with Yorkie as he has backed out. Smeggy might be thinking about backing up the Alfa Romeo driver as Hirsch picks up a 3-second penalty to help out his teammate.
It's got 13 seconds.
That, well, of course, the 10 seconds we're not sure why
What
he has
caused?
that.
I think Colboat had that as well, but I don't know why he had that as well. Oh dear. Yorkie's... Oh, okay.
Yorkie and Zilla fighting away.
Yorkie did let go of the throttle, and now some drivers just got him on the traction.
Yeah.
Look him in the 3-second time penalty.
Oh, Brookie.
He's quite good at not getting penalties, so he'll be frustrated with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yorkie now seeing a little bit of dirty air there behind AMS Drive, and Revenge Zilla doesn't have anything left to fight. He's got plenty of ERS. He needs to let AMS Drive go in his view, I believe. I think he'll be trying to get him to drag him up the field a little bit, and I'll tell you what, these 2 hard runners can do very little worse than that, very little better than that.
Oh, he's going for another lap.
8 laps now on those soft tyres. The gap to the car in front is 2.6 seconds. Have you been keeping an eye on the time, Gary? Do you know if he's keeping pace?
Ali seems to gain a little bit in the first sector. I think 1 or 2 attempts in the first sector. But then when it comes to the last, you do like the long turns, obviously, you know, with the tyres getting really cooked. There's long sweeping lefts and rights in the final set. He just loses it. He loses back what he gains.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I think we've just seen that. He started off 2.6, he was 2.4 mid-sector 1. Now he's 2.5, 2.4. It looks like he has a slightly better straight line speed than Ads. So it could be partially down to setup.
Well, we've seen all throughout the week Ali boasting about his setup. I think he said it was top 10 that time on time trial around here.
What a
so
fraud.
We all know what he can do.
Yeah, we caught the rear end of AMS Drive making a double overtake there. Smeggy and Tornado in one straight. Smeggy unfortunately unable to get past Tornado. AMS Drive is being peeked at by Tornado there. That would have been a very ambitious move, as AMS will look to pull away that little bit more. Ali Ferrari is now in the pits then from the lead. He is on the mediums. Is he trying to go for a soft to mediums, Gary?
Ali's in.
Yes, Gary, we've been talking about it.
Oh, I literally was watching it. I was watching AMS Drive having a bit of a squall or a tornado through the final sector, so I was so
Yeah.
concentrated on that I didn't notice. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you what, on the pit exit there, that was dangerous. Very close to being very dangerous. The pit lane in this game is shocking. In this track, I should say.
To
Smeggy
answer your
dropping
question,
down plenty of spaces. Yes! Go on then, Gaza.
I think Ali could easily make those mediums last.
That's
He's
not a
pushed the.
question, Gary.
Oh, well, I swear you said. Didn't you say you think he's going for a one stop?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yes,
But
I
then
was
you
answering a
pretended
question.
like we hadn't been talking about him going onto the mediums at all. Don't worry, we'll carry on, Gary. It's not as if people are watching at all.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
At least I haven't said someone's name. Sorry, Cruz.
Yeah,
Love you.
Cruiser. A big shout out to Cruiser. Stepped up for the F2 comms on Sunday. I think he did an absolutely fantastic job. Him and his co-commentator. I can't
A
remember.
slight slip up, but we will forgive that.
We're
as it
not
was his
talking
first
about
time.
it, Gary. Jesus, you're making the poor bloke not want to do it again.
No, oh, Bookie's just got. Bookie's up to
DPD and
P3
Tornado
now.
both pitting after 10 laps on those mediums. So they will be going onto the hards to the end, I assume. So when all's said and done. Oh, look who's next to each other on the track. Sort of. It is 5th and 6th, Drive and Ali. There's a little
Ali's
bit of a
gonna
gap,
have. That
but
was Christy with 3 seconds.
yeah.
This is the battle that we're gonna want to see. These two have been at each other's, like, they've squabbling over the lead. I think Ali's had the measure over AMS Drive all season.
Yeah, despite
yes.
his appalling performances in qualifying, AMS Drive hasn't had the best of luck himself.
I'm trying to do a bit of calculations with the top 4. I think Brookie's on the back of Glad's.
Yeah, I just saw Brookie have a small look on the inside of that long right-hander.
The front 2 are in. I'm trying to do a bit of calculation. I don't know how much you lose in a pit stop, but AMS Drive and Ali may be very close to the back of Ads and Nocco. AMS Drive coming down the start. It's gonna jump Ads. He's done the undercut.
Ali Ferrari sets a purple lap, so AMS Drive jumps Ads, and he is. Well, he's ahead, but Ads has 7 lap fresher tyres. Ali Ferrari on the.
But Ads is
meantime.
Ads is on the hards, and
I'm
Ali's
not-
on the mediums.
I'm not talking about collateral ads. I'm talking about FRA ads.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about.
Oh, right, okay.
How are you going for the move on Ads? That should be
Doesn't
quite easy
fight
for
it.
him.
He knows
Yeah.
that Ali's going to be hurting towards the end of this race, although if he can keep those mediums going as long as he did the softs, he's looking in good stead. Meanwhile, the gap between AMS and Brookie is 1.8 seconds.
Ian Incham's run to the end. Ali is gaining up on AMS Drive, but he's also helping Ads because he's dragging him along.
This is so confusing. There's too many ads.
Yeah, change your names.
Looking at ads number 3, he is having a little bit of a scrap in the mid pack with Moneybag, both on fresh hards. TTV Glad's 1 lap newer. And that is sort of rear end of the points.
I would have loved to be in Collateral Ads his party right now.
I'm sure you
He's
would,
got.
Gary.
Oh, he's just no.
No, he's got a 3-second
There's
time
pound.
penalty. It's your fault, Gary.
No, I was about to say I would love to be in his party because I know what he's probably saying right now. He's stuck behind Yorkie and Z. He's probably like shouting.
They're all in a party together, aren't they?
Yeah, so they're
Fantastic.
probably shouting at each
Get
other.
out my way!
No,
Dirty
no, Nat, he's probably
bastard.
he's probably like, move!
Yeah. Oh,
So
Twitch chat's
Yorkie.
dead, guys. What's going on?
Biddle's not here.
Yeah,
And
why
also,
does-
Revenge is just to let Collateral Ads through. So,
Collateral fraud. Oh, TJ's got a solution. We've got collateral fraud, ads, and TTV. Yep, well, TJ, that works until there's we get another TTV driver in the league. Oh dear. Okay, so collateral fraud. Then we'll try and say for the moment.
must drive up to P1.
Yep, Brookie men obviously not fighting too much. It's not his battle. But if he can keep pace, he'll look good for the back end of the race for sure. And meanwhile, Ali Ferrari on those mediums, just 6 tenths away. And at the moment, Brookie does have the DRS, and that will save him from the man currently in P3 as Chris picks up another penalty. As soon as Brookie gets out of that DRS range, though,
All pits.
yeah, Ali is in trouble. Lexus in the pits then. The Macca, or one of 2 Maccas unable to emulate the success of last night.
So we've got Collateral Frauds, Bads, and Glads.
Yeah, Battle of the Ads then at the moment is being won by FRA Ads in his first race. He's doing
Ali
well
is
to be
right on the back of
P4,
Brookie now.
probably net P3. We're
gonna go
thinking
for it.
about Brookie having to
Going
pit
outside.
at some point. That's a good move there from Ali Ferrari. It looked like, although I wasn't directly on board, but he made it stick.
Just outbroke him.
Yeah, and he's caught right up to AMS Drive now. Now, he needs... It's a great shot, by the way, the game has given us here. The helicopter shot through Sector 1 is gorgeous. Almost at any track. We love that helicopter cam.
Really
Give
nice
us
round
more
Jeddah.
of it. Give us more of it, Codemasters. Ali Ferrari not close enough on this lap then. We'll look further down. TTV, Glads and DPT Moneybag still very close to each other.
So I'm
Moneybag
looking
up
in
the
chat,
inside. He's got
and
the move done.
Ramsey's saying, Ali better have got that warning for that strictly forbidden cheat line.
Yeah, it is a heavy warning.
And then
Safety
Hurt is
car.
asking for a safety car.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've had it called right now. Safety car, safety car.
Oh dear. Oh, it's Brookie.
Brookie's pitting.
That was
He's going to be going onto the softs, I believe. As we'll look at the front, Ali Ferrari very close to AMS Drive. Ali going a little bit wide off turn 2, but probably avoided a warning though.
Zilla and Yorkie are still on those hards in P6 and P7.
I suspect they'll be coming in at this lap.
Need to, if they want to use those soft tyres.
Unless they're doing an Albon.
pitting on the last lap to get points.
Yeah. Oh,
That
Ali,
was really
very
interesting for me.
close. I tell you, he had a little bit of a nibble at AMS Drive there, a little bit naughty. And it's invited ads onto the back of him. And I tell you what, Ali Ferrari's not used to having a guy up with him and AMS Drive, so this will be interesting. So ads' tyres are a couple of laps younger than Ali Ferrari's. Ali Ferrari should still have plenty of grip at this point, but he does need to make the move fairly quickly.
Yeah, because those tyres are probably going to start overheating. The more he stays behind Drive, his tyres are going to wear out more, heating's going to go up, and then obviously his tyres are going to come into play because he's only done 5 laps on there to AMS Drive's 12, but we know AMS can really has done some wonders with those hards throughout the season and some last season.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to Brookie, who had an absolutely fantastic first stint. Started way at the back and he's pit onto the softs with 10 laps to go. He's come out in P12. It's been definitely a good first stint, and I'm sure he'll be looking to try and make himself up into the points. Hasn't got long before those tyres go off.
As
Glads still fighting with Moneybag, picks up a penalty. A little bit frustrating for him. Scrapping for the last points. So Yorkie and Zilla still fighting with each other. They've been going around together all race. I don't know whether they're just giving each other toes or not. I'll tell you what though, going side by side at this corner is...
Ads has got past Ali, but there's been a bit of contact.
Yeah, interesting. Looks like Ali has dropped back a little.
There's damage to Ads.
Yeah,
He's coming in.
Has some damage. So
Ali's
unfortunately he comes into the pits. He'll be onto the softs to the end. But it has given AMS Drive, it's given him a 5-second lead.
And now Ali's got Knock behind him.
Yeah, he's got Nocco for company, so we'll stay
we've got an incident behind.
Ooh.
It looks like Brookie Min's had an issue.
Oh no. I've cursed him.
You jinxed him.
I've cursed him. I'm sorry, Brookie.
Has he made contact, and also Zilla and Yorkio in?
Yeah,
but have they left it too late?
A few drivers coming in at that point, maybe gambling on the fact there might be a safety car. It hasn't materialised, but Nocco is indeed past Ali Ferrari. Brookie Min has retired in the pits. I'm not sure what happened, but it's unlucky. It was a good drive from Brookie to that point. Ali Ferrari now on the back of Nocco, and DPT getting passed once again by Glads. Glads fending off into this long right-hander. A little bit further back we've got Tornado and Smiggy.
Collateral Ads, he's in a bit of a lonely race, he is.
Yep, he's 6 seconds behind P3. He's 3.5 seconds in front of P5. Christie at the moment having 15 seconds worth of penalties. That will not help him at all. So we've got Ads at the moment. Currently P12. He's just shy of 3 seconds behind Monkey Boy in P11, who is 2 seconds behind Tornado. Yeah, it's not been a great race for Monkey Boy. He's not had the pace as DPT. Looks like, I'm not sure whether it was a small hit from TTV Glads, but it looks like he just got on the curb a bit too much on the left. Manages to get himself a warning and is actually now level on penalties with Glad. So now this fight, this race-long fight, is for position, but now Smeggy has joined in. Going back towards the front, I think we can see. So second and third are catching AMS Drive. Probably not fast enough, but Nocco then is holding Ali Ferrari behind us. Ali Ferrari's tyres will start to be losing that little bit of grip by now.
I reckon he might have got some damage. It just minor damage on the like the side panels.
I'll tell you what,
Because he,
it's if he has, he's driven turns 1 and 2 very, very well.
he can still take it better than us.
Yeah, and Ads sets the fastest lap of the race, as he does indeed get past Monkey Boy. Demoted to P12, been a bit of a torrid race for the lad.
Zilla and Yorkie are still fighting.
Still, I'm convinced they're just DRS training each other to try and get as far up as possible.
I don't think they've.
Sorry, carry on.
Sorry, I don't. Carry on. That's a new one. I don't think these two have left each other's side all race. They've been together for the entire race.
Yeah, I think it's fair play to them both. They've kept going. They were on a strange strategy, to say the very least, but they made it work for where they are. They're currently P13 and 14. Neither of them having penalties, which admittedly is not helping them too much at the moment, but a nice clean race from the both of them. Good to see.
From my calculations, Chris will not get any points and is actually going to bump.
Ads.
It could bump Ads and Monkey into the points.
Yeah. Ooh, this is
Oh,
very
well, that
close
definitely
racing
will.
coming towards turn 1 between Ads and Smeggy. Smeggy gets passed by Ads then.
Ooh.
And Ads is side by side with Tornado on the exit. I'll tell you what, he's a brave man that throws it up the inside there, but he's done it and he's got the move done, although he closes the door a little bit on Tornado. Mate, there. Tornado will not thank him for that.
That's the move of the season. That was...
If he didn't squeeze him on the inside, I would agree, move of the season. What a move that was from Ads. Giving Tornado a little bit of a squeeze, but gets the move done. He's up into P9. It will be P8 after Christie serves his 18 seconds worth of penalties. So still Ads looking on for some good points here.
Christie and Clatter Ads are fighting.
Yeah, it looks like Christie has got past a little bit in vain, but it might allow Collateral Ads a little bit of time to maybe save some ERS.
It doesn't really need to fight for it.
Yeah, it doesn't really need to fight, but he just needs to keep 3 seconds. Well,
He's
actually,
coming back at
really
it.
Doesn't need. That's an 8.5 second. Yeah, he thinks better of it into turn 1, gets a wash of oversteer. The gap between 2 and 1, Nocco in second, and AMS Drive is now down to 2.5 seconds. I still don't think they're catching AMS Drive fast enough. Nocco, though, having a great race. Absolutely, he's catching the leader. He's going to run out of laps. And Ali Ferrari just sticking behind. Maybe he's opting to do that until the last lap. Perhaps he's trying to save tyres.
What's batteries? Oh, AMS Drive was 65% of battery to Nox 20.
Yeah. Look at Groundsy. Groundsy, your wish is my command, Groundsy. big shout out to Lexus, currently in P17. He's stuck in there. He's 16 seconds off the pace, but he is still there. 4 laps to go. He's got
We also
just
shout
3
out
seconds of penalties. Hirsch as well, in fact. He's running P16. It is not going well for Hirsch.
Very much the popular driver of the league.
Yeah, everyone loves Hirsch.
Oh, someone's gone around.
Oh, Smeggy. Smeggy done.
Gone.
Well, he made a bit of a Smeggy move. Does he have damage, or are his tyres just cooked? He's managed to somewhat keep it going, and Ads is out. Ads is out. What's happened there?
Oh no!
Is in the pit lane.
Oh, he's replied in the pits.
What's happened there? Oh, Smeggy's gone round. Oh, Smeggy.
Oh,
Smeggy, come on, Smeggy.
come on! You know how to drive.
The pit lane's that away.
There's that away.
Oh, he retired.
No safety. Oh, he's retired. I'm surprised we didn't. No, because they're both in the pits, so it should be okay.
Yeah.
Oh no!
An exciting end. Unfortunate for Ads. He was having a great race, great comeback drive. What's happened?
You know, you said that Nock might not have enough laps to catch up.
The gap is now 1.4 seconds. I was gonna come to that. We've had a random join, but they can't do anything, so suck on that. Gets to spectate the race.
Join us.
Lucky them. So the gap 1.3 seconds. Ali Ferrari still within DRS of Nocco.
But he's kind of falling away back now. He's just on the edge of DRS now.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe he's using the time to save some ERS, but it doesn't look like that's the case. AMS Drive on the other hand.
Moneybags out. Moneybags is out.
Moneybag. What's happened to Moneybag? Oh, he's on the... What happened there? How has he retired there? All these guys...
Be a safety car?
Oh, I tell you what, it bloody should be. That is dangerous. Where he is
gone.
parked.
So is Zero and Yoki now fighting for the last points position. So I don't know where those two are going to be fighting for points.
Yeah, Monkey Boys gets past Glads.
Go on, Monkey.
Go on up the monkey.
Monkey Boy's going to get P7 if he doesn't get any more penalties.
Penalties? Penalties?
Well, we went from 3 retirees to now 6.
Yeah.
In a space of a couple of laps.
Yeah, what's happened there, Gary? I reckon you started talking about them all.
Looks like keep an eye on this.
Looks like AMS Drive has decided to pull his finger out a little bit. He's kept the gap to 1.2 seconds.
He's still triggered at Lizard King's comments in Britain.
Ooh, Lexus going a lap behind, coming out at just the wrong moment there. Ooh, that was a bit...
Did he block Harry a bit?
I mean, if he did, it might have been Nocco, but if he did, it's not really his fault, to be honest.
Nah, it's the way the pit lane is. They really need to change that.
Worst pit lane on the calendar. Worst pit lane on the calendar. For show.
What about the... I think the Immo is...
For show. So we've got just around 1.5 laps to go. The gap between first and second, 1.4 seconds. I think AMS Drive, yeah, he's started to burn a little bit more ERS. He's saying, I'll let you get close, but I'm just going to pull away. He's taking it all from Nocco. Although I'm sure he wouldn't have minded Ali Ferrari not being so close to Nocco, of course, his title rival. And he will have DRS going into the last lap. Nocco is just shy of the DRS. The gap 1.1, 1.2 seconds. Ali Ferrari with the DRS then catches up in the straight line, as you will do with that rear wing wide open, but unable to get close enough to make anything happen. We can see that AMS Drive, 21 lap old tyres. He's doing very, very well.
Doing it again.
Oh, I tell you what, he's pulled out 3 temps in that first sector over Nocco. Ali Ferrari, take nothing away from what Ali has done this race.
You know.
Christie, just for good measure, getting himself another penalty.
Wasn't happy with enough penalties had already.
Yeah.
Oh, got Zero's got past Glads. But I've just noticed, right? AMS Drive's got a flashing fuel gauge.
Oh, that's less than a lap left. He might be fine. Bear
Better
with
bloody
me a
hope. You
second.
don't want to
I've
see
got a
another.
mosquito on my bed.
Get it? Is AMS Drive going to run out of fuel? Just like, is it Tadas yesterday?
I believe Tadas did. I believe Hobnob
Chris
did as well. He's out. He's out of fuel. His AMS Drive is out of fuel. Around the second to last corner, Nocco he got on the inside. Is Nocco going to win this? Nocco gets past AMS Drive for the win. Ali Ferrari gets past him too. Oh, it's all gone wrong for AMS Drive.
Let's drive.
Oh, no.
Both hasses are out of fuel. Both hasses are out of fuel. Ads
is going to jump him anyway. He's going to jump him anyway because he's got crap loads of penalties. What a finish!
Oh dear. I think Collateral Ads has got some really problems with his tyres.
Yeah, but it's fine because he comes across the line.
He had a puncture.
Oh, Ads had a puncture?
Ads had a puncture.
The second time in 4 days. 5 days.
Mate, he's probably shitting himself. It's like, oh, come on. But AMS Drive, what have you done?
One click
we can't write that.
Too far to the left on the fuel. And that is how quickly a win can go from you.
I wanna see what the fucking sound like audio was like when we just started shouting.
Oh dear. Whew, that's getting clipped. Oh, well, there is your results for Tier 1. Ladies and gentlemen, picking up an unlikely win is Nocco he got. I say unlikely, he drove a fantastic race, but he didn't look like he had the pace over AMS Drive, who has come home in 3rd after running out of fuel. Ali Ferrari going from P16 to P2 on the day. I would say a fantastic drive. It was, but we all expect it by now. P3 is AMS Drive. As I mentioned, Collateral Ads picking up a brilliant P4. P5 Tornado. P6 is Phenom. P7 Zilla. P8 Yorkie. A great race from those two. Christie managing to pick up some points after all the penalties in the world. P9 and the last points paying position today is TTV Glads. Oh, can I catch my breath for a second? I think we've got everyone in the party. We're just gonna.
Yeah, I would have done it.
Yeah. So, commiserations to those who did not finish. Big respect to Lexus for sticking it out, is what we like to see. Also to Hirsch. Big up the Hirsch. Well, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the podium sitters in the party. Gary, as usual, 3 and 1 for you, or we'll share one. You do 3.
We'll
we'll share one.
I think after the end of that race, I think we both need to do Knocker. Well, wait a minute. I need to rephrase that. We'll both interview Knocker.
Go ahead.
Right. Here we are. I don't know how I'm going to say this. Was on for the win. Made a mistake with the fuel. It's AMS Drive in third place. So AMS, commiserations. Was it just because there was a lack of a safety car that you weren't able to save any fuel, or was it always your plan to underfuel the car?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I put in 0.8 or 0.9 of a lap extra in for the race, and which is usually enough. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really, it's just really annoyed that this one slipped through my fingers.
Yeah, because we were already thinking like it was already done and dusted, like you had got it, and then I noticed on your last lap that you had your flashing, blinking red light, and we were like, "Oh, it can't happen again. We had this happen last night. It can't happen again." But yeah, are you quite surprised that that Ali was behind you the entire race, especially from where he started?
Yeah, he did very well. He, I think, in the end, made the right call with the strategy, doing the soft medium, which is definitely the strongest. But unfortunately, my soft stint, I couldn't push the softs further than like 5 laps. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, he did very well to come through the field.
And also, we're used to seeing you being either a P1 or P2 in qualifying. Today, you were a bit showed up by Cobalt and Ads. Was it a bit surprising to see someone else other than Ali in front of you?
I wasn't comfortable around it. I couldn't put the laps in. I mean, one of the downfalls of my race was Q2. I set a banker on the set which I used in Q1, thinking I'd easily beat it, and then just couldn't put the lap together. So started on tyres which were already north of 20%. I just didn't have the pace in quali. But yeah, don't know. It just is what it is at this point.
Yeah. Again, we'll have to say again, commiserations on how the race ended, but still, P3, a podium, and haven't lost too many points to Ali, who somehow has gained points again.
Very, very nicely put there, Gary.
Sorry, I'm just telling you how it is.
That's right. Thank you very much.
I don't know if I should. I can't congratulate him on the P3 because he was on for the win.
Yeah.
That's just rubbing it in.
Yeah, well.
How it goes. To you, David.
Well, yeah, I'm going to say it. Congratulations on your P3 AMS drive. I'm sorry, I felt bad just saying it. Anyway, on to P2. We've got a man who's making a bit of a name for himself, being a fraud in qualifying and coming back in the race. It's Ali Ferrari, P2, on the podium once again, going out in Q1. Well, let's start with that, Ali. Mediums in Q1 is definitely a strange thing to do, at least in my books. What was your thinking behind that?
I was no way starting on mediums because I know that it's either soft medium or soft hard as the race strategy. So I was like, okay, I'll just use a set of mediums, and then I'll have many soft tires to use in Q2 and Q3. And it didn't pay off.
Yeah, I think I'll be the first to tell you it did not pay off. So you did go out in Q1, as we said, but when it came to the race, you made up plenty of positions at the start. The soft to mediums, a very ambitious strategy. So you stretched the softs to 11 laps, and I tell you that's a mighty stretch after, well, after last night I ruined my mediums on 10 laps. So how did you manage? Were you actively managing your tyres during the race?
No, but I just have a good race setup, and also I know that I'm good with tire management in this game because I'm usually very gentle with my steering. I'm not somebody who yeets it to a corner and the other. And I did manage the softs 11 laps, and then I pitted to the mediums, and I knew that I had the win in my hands, but I I went for a move that wasn't there. I just saw a gap, and I was like, okay, I'll just go down the inside. But it didn't work out, and I got underfloor damage the whole race until the end, which is why I barely was able to keep up with Nocco. On the fast corners, I lost a lot of time, but with the on the slow corners, I was gaining time because I was making use of the extra rotation this damage gave me, as my back end was sliding. And also very unlucky for Drive that he ran out of fuel at the end.
Yeah, definitely. I did want to touch on that very briefly. So, coming towards the end, yeah, you weren't quite able to catch up with Nocco. You were definitely giving him a run for his money, even though I suspected your tyres were not well. Basically, I thought he would have the better tyres at the time. So on the last straight, you zoom past AMS Drive. I'm gonna assume you knew exactly what happened as you were going past. What went through your mind as that was happening?
Uh, I just thought about going for it on the second straight because he seemed to be running very high on downforce because he was really slow on the straights. And I did do that, and then did a switchback in the on the short left-hander, and then I was on the inside, and I thought it was the perfect opportunity to overtake, but it seemed like I just went a bit wide. I just messed up my braking, braked a bit too late, and then just went into him. It was my fault if I had to say whose fault it was. And sadly, FRA Arch did also get caught out by that, which is also very unlucky. And I apologize for the mess that I made.
Yeah, fair enough. Very decent of you to say so. Yeah, we'll shout out to ads, to FRA ads, while we're here. He had a very good race. Bit unfortunate to the end, but a really strong debut. I'm going to pass over to Gary in a second, but the last thing I'm going to say to you, Ali, is well done on your P2, and I'm sure we'll speak to you again next week.
Nah, it'll spend more time being out in Q1 again.
Oh, right, okay. Well, today's winner is Nocco. EGOT. So, Gary, take it away.
So, we could see you were catching up on the final couple of laps. Were you surprised to see Drive run out of fuel, or did you know? Because sometimes the engineer does tell you if they're running on fuel, or did you just not know?
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Because
we
my
can hear
mic
you
is a
now.
little bit, on the lap was running hard. This game is kind of bad, so I didn't down very much. So yeah, Jeff told me that, but I didn't thought of aims.
Yeah. Obviously, we saw all through the qualifying You were up there, um, up near the front with them two. I think Drive will probably say, and Harry as well. They both will agree that it's not. It's a bit weird for them to have someone able to keep up with them. Um, would you Drive and Harry both agree it's weird to have someone fighting with you?
Uh, like, oh, probably after pitting, like, the first time, there was like, I was just another ads, the new one. Um, I think, but yeah, I forget.
I think we might have lost Nocco. He
I
seems
was-
to be having a
Hello,
few.
hello.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
there. You're very crackly at the moment,
Yeah,
Nocco.
my
Yeah, gone again.
Just, I'll let you answer the last question, David, if we can get it.
Right. So if you're still there, Nocco, it's your first win of the season. Do you think you can use this to push on, get a few more wins, and possibly challenge towards the top for the rest of the season?
Yeah, well, maybe because last week I lost out on penalties. This was like a redemption day. So yeah, one more or a few.
Okay. Excuse me. Well, that is all we've got time for, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to all the podium sitters. And congratulations once again to Nocco for his maiden. I think it's his first win. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, obviously. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
congratulations to your podium sitters tonight. One thing is left. Actually, I'll tell you what. We're going to have a quick word from our sponsors, actually, because there wasn't a safety car tonight, the second night in a row. So before we leave, this is a reminder that FPRO is brought to you by our sponsor, David's Bevy of the Week. This Bevy of the Week, this week that we are currently at, so during the week, on a Thursday, extra weeks, I've finished all my drinks, but I was having towards the start, I was having a nice ice cold Peroni, and then I went on to Apple Jacks and Coke. It's very nice. Gary, what was your drink this week?
I wasn't drinking anything this week, as I have work very early tomorrow morning.
Oh right, so what you're saying is, Gary,
Is I thought it, okay?
Yeah, we're carrying on the stream for a few more minutes then, yeah? Are you working early tomorrow, Gary? Shall we keep streaming? Who wants a 25% race around Hungary? Let's do it, lads.
I'm going to be up at 3:45 in the morning.
Oh, what a shame. Well,
Also, remember driver of the day. Nobody mentioned that.
Yep, driver of the day. He's only said that because he thinks he's going to get my vote.
Him.
I'll tell you what,
but
while he did drive
guess
a
what?
fantastic race, it's not going to be him. Unlucky, mate.
Oh man.
Driver of the day is... I'm going to throw a curveball, and I'm going to say Revengezilla. Revengezilla is my driver
How
of the
did
day.
I know it was him?
Well,
I was gonna
Revengezilla
say-
I mean, It was him at Jeddah as well.
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened last week. Let's be honest.
No,
I'm
last
going to go
week.
for Revengezilla because he's not had a good result in a very long time. He's picked up some good points today, and yeah, he was battling all race with Yorkie. So big ups to Yorkie as well. To be fair, but yeah, Revengezilla is my driver of the day. I'm sure Gary's going to go different.
No, I'm going to agree with you, Renzo. Being all the way at that back there to get P7, I think it was the right strategy to use Yorkie, them two to stay with each other and just drag each other along. It's the right decision.
You absolute fraud, Gary.
But
Following the leader.
we've got to put out commiserations to Monkey Boy.
Right. Nowhere near as
I
much as
will.
AMS Drive. Nowhere near as much.
No. But Monkey Boy apparently, I've heard, may have got a penalty on the final lap.
What
to
fraud.
Not get points in the end.
Unlucky monkey.
Fun race.
Keep it clean. You get points. Anyway, that's all we got time for this week. Driver of the week, as we both agree, is Revengezilla. I have been your host, David Lolface.
And Suicide Boy.
Yeah, boy, it was a little bit slow on that one. We'll let him off. He's got to get up early in the morning. And congratulations once again to the podium sitters. Thank you very much for joining us. And good night.
Good night.
You've forgotten David again.
I haven't.
He was supposed to put. Oh, thank God he didn't put a message in this time.
I was waiting for the message. There's no message. I haven't ended the stream yet, by the way. I was waiting for it. This is the extra part of the stream. I know it says ending on the. This is extra stream. Well, Biddle is away having a few drinks. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream now. So thank you very much for tuning in, ladies and gents. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, is Tier 2, where Gary will be racing and winning for sure. I just realised they can't hear you because I haven't got it set up on this slide, Gary. Oh, fantastic. Right, okay. Good night, everyone. Bye.